Excuse me, I'm trying to find the go live button. It's the morning already. Good morning, guys, gals, and everyone in between. Siri here. Well, Siri also, but I'm on Siri server. Ooh, see, he's going to need lights on him because that looks so bad from the side. Here. Yeah, just sunlight stinks on these characters. So never, ever, ever just put them there without any light because this is what happens. Okay, I'm going to move him. See, you saw what he looked like there. So he's getting better. Here, I'll take him back to where he was gross. Okay, so see what the off oblique, the weird light is doing? You see all my joins? Horrible. Now, we slide him over here. Those joins start to disappear, and once he gets lit correctly, they would be all gone. I suggest I always put lights in their heads or in their tops of their heads. I try to make it so it blocks out most of those joins, but doesn't get rid of the details. But I'm really happy with him. He turned out okay. The only thing I'm not crazy about is his nose. And if Queena wants to mess around with his nose, she's more than welcome. But otherwise, I think he's okay. I think he's good. I mean, who are we kidding? Nobody's going to look at the prince. We're all going to look at the princess. Yay! Okay, so that's done. Uh-oh. See, this is why I cloned the floor. I would have fallen through the floor right there. Okay, let's move this over here. We're going to now just continue on and let's... By the way, how are you guys this morning? Huh. I could be polite. I really could. Now, for some reason, all my dogs have decided to show you their butts today. I don't... Oh, wow! Hello! Thank you for that. Let's see, what is that? Oh, you resubscribed, Maxie! 4 months! Yay! Yay, Maxie! She's my hero. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Aw. You're on a 4-month streak. Oh, and look at Annie's like, hey, Maxie. Tell Maxie how cool that was. Tell her. You want to tell her? She says, no, I'm going to lay down like I do all the time. And then I'm not going to look at the camera. Hey, today. Hey, tomorrow? Oops, how are you? I'm okay. Shelly will be here anywhere in the next half hour, so expect chaos. It will be coming. It always comes. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Tonight, remember, I think in a second, I've got this so loud that I can't. There we go. Now I can hear myself think. The dogs were barking when I started this. Oh, I think I turned down too far now. The dogs were barking when I started, and my brain bled. I take autocorrect over hashtags any day, man. I get hashtagged all the time lately. I was like, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's my couch that lets me get down here. So we're going to work on Wreck-It Ralph today. Wreck-It Ralph. We need Sergeant Calhoun. Until recently, I didn't realize that was her name. I'm so bad at remembering names, but you show me a face and I can tell you where it's from. Did I say bad words? No, I don't curse. It just hashtags me. Well, I do curse. I did actually purposely curse the other day on there. It made me mad. I wanted them to know. Okay, I love this one. This one's going to be opened in a new tab. This one also open in a new tab. Now you see, this is how, oh, well, thank you. And also thank you. Okay, I think there's a whole series there. Let's also take this one. Oh, let's see, that one's being boogery. Open in a new tab. Okay. I had a really good, there we go. This is the face I like. because she's flying on that hoverboard, and I think that'd be a really good face for flying. Like, I'm the best, and I know it. Okay, and then I have to go into Discord and pull the very specific. Ooh, have I don't have either one of those. Sorry. And I'm not big on trading, but something that sounds like I don't know values, but I aren't albino monkeys much higher rated than kangaroos, I thought. I haven't been around in it for a while. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and we're going to work on this because I got questions whether or not I got it finished. I did not. Now I'm looking for, was it a message? No, it wasn't generally posted up there. Let's go up here. Oh, Lord, we talk so much in general. Let's see if I can find it. Was it in general? Yes, it was. See, I talk so much. I just want to see. Let's see. There we go. And this one. Let me see if there's one more version. He sent me 3, I think. And I'm not sure. Oh, that's her. Oh, I think that picture's not very good. That one's fine. I can figure out what's going on with that. If I have to, I will look at the movie again. I'm going to watch the movie because you know what's going to happen. Is once I have these 2 done, you know I'm going to want to do it. Yeah, so I thought that might be a crazy, you don't want to, for kangaroo. I'm not understanding. Okay, so I'm getting better on value, remembering. Okay, so we have Cinderella done. We have the prince done. Oh, I didn't put her hand. Oh, nope. We forgot to put her other hand down his arm. Oopsies. She's like, back off, dude. Let go of my hand. We need to make her go, oh, you're my husband. I love you. Not, who the heck are you? Get away from me. Good thing I'd look at these things sometimes. Okay, and then after today, so the plan is, I was thinking about it. We're going to do a little bit of sneaky psychology. And tonight we're going to award the Twitch. Now, don't make that look at me, Axie. We're going to award the Twitch, our Friday building on TikTok on Tuesday nights. Yeah. And that will make those little TikTokers want to join us for the Twitch fun during the day. See? See? Look, I'm thinking. Okay, let's flip her little danger signs backwards, too. Also, I'm going to see if Tweena wants to make a video, or actually, I'm going to make that video because I want my voice in it. I'm going to encourage them to TikTokers if they miss the lives. I make a video every so often saying, did you miss my lives? And you can come on, you can always go to YouTube. So I'm going to go to YouTube, send people to YouTube. Now it's still not touching his arm. Don't be shy, ma'am. You're married to him. Let's put on small now. Now remember, it's going to twist. Oh, don't be a boo. Okay. You don't want to twist it all the way to touch. You want to make it go halfway. Now that's important. I don't think I've ever said that. Now that I realize it. When you're doing, let's undo this and I'll show you what I did. Okay. So see, her hand isn't touching. This is a big thing. When you want something to move something in there, you're going to have to remember it's attached here still. So you can't just go, oop, I'm done. That's dumb. Okay. You can't just do this. Take that piece and you can't just go like that, because see, it's twisting on there. You never know where it's going to be. But what I can do, let's get it undone. What I can do is go halfway, and I'll explain to you why. So we're going to go what we imagine half of that to be, and then we're going to use the push in button to push it back the rest of the way. And now, see, it's lined up, except for the back of her hand, which I'm seeing shadows on. I hate. shadows. There we go. There we go. And now our hand is lined up in there. I probably could, this could come out a teeny bit out on this edge. There we go. That's better. And now she's dancing nicely with her husband. Aww. Oh, see? Look. I didn't turn this part around either. See? Even I miss things. Actually, I miss things quite a bit. Not even I. I miss things all the time. I still walk into houses and go, oop, and we'll quickly fix something. I'm not supposed to, but I'm still doing it because it drives me nuts. Okay, that one's up, and it looks like her wrist is broken, so let's just turn this small. Okay, now we're going to say this is done. Tweena can come and get it, and I can forget about Cinderella. Okay, Cinderella is done. Okay, and I'm going to keep a copy of those two, just in case I ever do Cinderella. Someone might at some point ask me to do a full thing of Cinderella, and if they do, I don't have to build that again. And I think I'm going to keep doing this. I think from now on, I'm going to keep a copy of any 3D things I do, because I don't feel obligated not to make Cinderella just because I made Tweena those and she's doing her own thing. I haven't even, whoops, I hit the microphone. I haven't even looked at Cinderella. It would be kind of fun, but sometimes someone might ask me, or I might suddenly run out of things and decide to do Cinderella. So I have these in my back pocket. I also, but I will never use these for a sub house, just because she did pay for that, and in a sub house she'd be doing much less, and so the 3D characters are the focus on that, and that would feel a little bit like dirty pool to me. So I'm very careful about these things. Oh, really quickly, let's see. Let's get her out here. I'm going to start. Oh, I like her chess piece so much. Okay, let's look at her. We couldn't find any Sergeant Calhouns anywhere in 3D. So I'm going to do this with my own brain cells this time. Let's see. Last time I started with this, I wasn't crazy about it. Let's go in here. See, she's got that great smile again. Okay. That actress, I can never remember her name. For the life of me, I cannot remember her name. I'm horrible with names. But man, I love her. She started out as like a little character actor. And man, she is working her way up, and she's getting real full-time roles now, which is amazing. People aren't crazy about her otherwise because she's she didn't used to fit into what people think is a woman. I mean, she's super tall, she's super big, and she has a deeper voice and kind of a manly way about her in a way. I mean, I hate to say that, that's not a thing, but she does seem more masculine or more androgynous, actually, than a regular female. She could go either way, but not in a horrible way. So she doesn't get a lot of, she gets weird, like, she used to get a lot of things like bailiff or cop or military or things like that, because she has the short hair she wears, because I don't think she'd look good with long hair, honestly. I've just always seen her in short. So, yeah. I think it's really neat, though, that the relaxed restrictions on people, what people need to look like in movies and games and things like that, it's nice. I like that everybody's included, because then people like her, who's worked really hard her whole life. I've been seeing her my whole life, practically, since the 80s, for sure. I remember clear back then. She's finally getting her due, and I think that's great. I think, if you know anything about me, I'm all about the fairness. Things have to be fair or I get upset. And I think I grew up in a very unfair childhood. My brother was my mother's favorite by far. Even my sister will say the same thing. Trust me, it's not me being a snark. It's my mom had a mental illness and she loved my brother, and she wasn't crazy about me or my sister. Or my sister or me, sorry, that was horrible English grammar. But, so, it's interesting. Ah, that stinks. Now, when people say scammed, do you mean you got tricked out of you got nothing? Or you got scammed because you did a trade and it wasn't a good trade? I'm wondering. I'm not picking on you. I'm just trying to understand. Everyone always says scammed, and I'm wondering if people think, if when I think of scam, you did a trade and you got nothing in return. Okay, now I just duplicated this, but I'm going to duplicate it for this reason. She has and I'm going to use this word, Maxie. She has a stupid skinny waist. Look at that. That is not healthy. But look, you would have, that's got to be the tightest corset on earth, doesn't it? It's so small, ma'am. My mom used to say to people like that, eat a Twinkie. I find that just as rude as someone telling me that I'm fat, so I don't do that. Why did the color change once that came up? Did I do both of them? No. And actually, Hannah Lynn always complained that people, because Hannah Lynn was exceptionally skinny, like super skinny. And she always said that things like that too, that people were just as rude to her as they are to me. They'll tell her just, they pick on her being thin. And she's like, if I could change it, I would. But her metabolism, like my metabolism, does its own thing. Girly girls, you wait. She'll be here in a minute, and then you can bark. Not that I like it, but it's not that I can stop it either. Okay, so what I'm thinking... Oh, now I'm not thinking anything. What I'm thinking is I'm going to clone this for nighttime. Oh, see, I changed the color somehow. Oh, the bottom one must be... Okay, that's okay. I'll just do this. This is just my house, so I can do what I want. Okay, let's give a light colored backdrop for the nighttime, because Mama tired of looking at black stuff. I mean, you know what I mean. Jeez Louise, girl. Okay, so there. Oh, that's bulldoggies. See, now that is a true scam. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm not being mean either. Unfortunately, it is on us. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's a great thing. And you are excited that that trade's going to go through and all of that. And you don't look. You got to be vigilant, because people are rude in here. Not only do we have a lot of hackers and scammers that are like, unfortunately, I'm not picking on them, please. But unfortunately, the majority of the commercialized scammers are Russian-based adults, and then there are kids who figure out how to scam, and kids don't always have the right morals. Takes a while for those to kick in, and that's pretty bad. Now, I don't have a Mega Fly Ride mouse. That's sad, but man, you could make sure oh, they're your friend? You should report them. If you still have their name and they're on your friends list, then you need to report them, because that is a scam. Yeah, no, report them so they don't do it again, because they aren't a friend of yours. Because if they did that, they aren't a friend. How long have you known them? Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Ignore this part, because we're going to go down again. 4 years? Lord, they cannot be very good friends if they're going to... Did you ask them if they intended to do that? Maybe it was an accident. If they're a friend and you've known them for 4 years, you should ask them if they'll just give it back to you. Just say, that didn't seem fair. And being a friend and you've known them for 4 years, you can tell them, hey, if you don't do this, yeah, I would find them again. It's a possibility too. They may have been hacked. If they're a friend and you've known them for that long, if you don't think that's something that they would do, oh, yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, I would report them. You know their name. Report them, report that. They all trades are saved, and see if that, because if they're doing that to you, a friend, then they're doing it to other people. And that's something that Adopt Me would be interested, Uplift would be interested in knowing for sure. You remember their name though? If you've been friends with them for 4 years, I hope you remember their name. Even I'm not that bad. Okay, we're gonna put the send me a message on Discord. If you can you do Discord at the office? Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's really rough. But yeah, if anybody ever wants to talk to me, I do get my messages on Discord. And when I'm streaming, I leave it open usually. Sometimes I don't, and I get yelled at by Tweena. But generally, I leave my stuff. Oh, see, her hand's over right where I want to see. Come here, lady. I got to see your hips. Okay, she has these. See these right here. This is what I'm looking at. Last time I put a ball here, and that's maybe not correct. I'm thinking about putting in a bevel there instead. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm thinking that you're going to have to start checking your stuff a lot carefully. That stinks, dude. Really bad. Ma'am, actually, not dude, but that stinks. So, anyway. So let's take this now, and we're going to turn this upside down. But in the future, should anybody get scammed, remember, the first thing you do before you do anything else is report it. Remember, if also one thing you always need to do too, and you know what, I have a hard time with this one myself. I have a tendency to forget to. Why did I just flip open? Oh my goodness. I have a tendency to forget. When to do when things are done. Oh my goodness, my brain just melted. I actually got sleep today, and I think that's the problem. My brain's like, we don't run on this much sleep, lady. Tonight, though, we're going to award the building thing on TikTok tonight. We're going to play TikTok's game at night. We're going to not, what we're going to do, I've decided this is going to be fun. Tonight we're going to do, oh, good. I wasn't paying attention. That worked out nicely. Yay. Tonight we're going to play TikTok's game. They don't like watching me build things like that take a long time. Short attention span theater is what it's a little bit like, which is okay. I don't mind. But it's hard for my ADHD to deal with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to let someone pick out what I build at night on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's going to be one 3D character. Now, it can't be like Cinderella necessarily, although I could actually, it could be like these, because these will take me 2 days generally if I'm, like she took me, well, with her head, it would have been 2 days. So what we'll do is start the build on Tuesday, let people pick, and on Thursday I'll finish the build, a 3D character, and then we'll give that character away. And I think that is going to be a popular thing. So I think that's the answer. That way I'm going to be choosing, I'm going to keep a copy of all those 3D characters I build, so I have them for future builds. I think this will suit both of us nicely. Yeah. I think they'll enjoy it because they're getting something free, because they always want something free, and I can guarantee they would like 3D characters over a pet, honestly. Because you can get a pet anywhere. You can't get my 3D characters everywhere. So, and then they could also use those to sell. You can clone it and sell it to other people if you want. That means there's going to be a million whatevers everywhere, but that's okay. Who cares? Those million whatevers are not going to be in my houses. Good morning, ma'am. I want to say hey, welcome. I want to say I love it whenever I see one of the two of you come on. I don't know why. It brightens my day. It really does. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, see, her tummy is straight flat. Oh, yes, it is. Lord. Okay, so if it's straight flat, this is incorrect. So let's put this. My original idea of this was correct for her stomach. We're just going to pull this down into a smaller piece. So what I'll do is I'll get on at night and I will start explaining the thing, and I will give them we'll give them like 10 minutes of chatting and talking about building. Maybe while I'm doing my first house walkthrough. Good idea. I'll do a house walkthrough and tell them to invite their friends and all of that. And then what we'll do after that is we'll take a request for a build, and then we will start building it. Now that I know where that thing is, I can just put people's names in and everybody can watch how fair it is to see who I'm building. Notice how I didn't get any complaints or anything, because everybody got to see the roll when I did that name generator thing. Everybody was happy with it, so I'm cool with it. Okay, so a woman's hips in armor specifically. It takes away a lot of our roundness, but it doesn't take it all away. So we got to keep those curves in there. Otherwise, she's going to look like a guy. And no! Cancel! Now, do you feel better for doing that hand? Oh my goodness. I think my hand just tries to see if I'm awake. Like, look, I'm pushing that button. What do you think about it? I'm like, oh no. Okay. So those may still be too big for her hips, but let me see. Oh, she's got a... So see, this is why I gave up last time. I didn't give up. I took a break last time. I was not in a great build mood. But now... It needs to go into a waist, and I think we need one of these in here. But it's going to have to go down into a solid type waist. So somewhere like... Yeah, there we go. So the cones go in and they keep going in, but see, this way we've arrested that and we've given them a line. That line goes down into a corset shape. That's what I was looking for. And she's flat on the front, which is just sad. Funny enough, I play Dress to Impress, but I don't feel like I'm good at it. I think the problem is I'm too old for Dress to Impress. I love it. I still play it all the time. But I feel like when it comes to kids voting, I feel like adults appreciate my stuff more than kids do. Kids all have all the young stuff and all that, and I do it more from an artistic point, I think. Oh, goodness. No. Okay. So we got a basic shape. This is, by the way, too monstrously large. And we got to get her back on there, but I'm just working on her waist currently. I don't know. I don't know what PISPOT is. Yes, I like that better where it gives the ridge of a right there. It's giving that. Oh, okay. See, there's that. This piece right here is what I'm thinking that is. See, she's got this little, what's happening here is she's got, let's go in and see. This is armor, but this is a metal piece right here, and this is not. See the wrinkles right there? That's fabric under there. So this is okay like this. That looks good. Okay, so that's what I was trying to go for. Now I'm looking at this. I'm ignoring this belt for now. I'm looking at what this piece does. Okay. I feel like this is a little bit higher. She's long-waisted, but I don't think she's that long-waisted. So it's going to come in here, come down. Let me look at this space. What I look at is how big is this space right here in comparison to this space right here. And that one on top's a little bit bigger. I'm thinking like that. That looks about right. I do have the ads turned down to 30 seconds. They will not let me turn them off. I turned them on when I became an affiliate thinking that, man, cool, ads. And then once you turn them on, you cannot turn them off. You would have to delete your account and turn around and redo it. So I turned it down to the very lowest it can go now, which is 30-second ads every hour. So dumb. I thought Queso was lying when he said that you couldn't turn them off, because I thought I'd turned them off, and no, all it did was just make it so I didn't get anything for it, I guess, but they still run. So it must do something to your account. Ah, thank you. Why will your dog doesn't let you cuddle? Some dogs aren't cuddlers. Okay, we're going to use this for her behind. That's way too big. She's not got that bodacious of a booty. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's sad. All right. Okay. There. Okay, now her butt is not very buddy. So I think that's a nice bottom there. We need to, I think we're going to have to take another one of, hello, you guys. Take you and clone it. Aw, that's sad. It's always sad when they pass. It really is. I'm 53 years old, so I've had my share of dogs and cats that we've had to, I've had two animals that have actually died. Not even, well, naturally, I guess, but the other ones have all had been put to sleep, and that always breaks my heart. But yep, that's the problem. That's, they lead. I just remind myself with every dog I have, they lead gloriously short little lives. So I make their lives the best lives they could possibly have. All my money that I make goes to my dogs. I love my dogs. Whoops. Now that's skin tight bottom. Wow. That's perky. Yeah. Yep, that's Leah. This is the mama to the other black dog. Ah, Binks. Sweetheart. She's the one that loves me the most. Although I think Annie does too, but Leah shows it all the time. Annie will go be friends with other people, which is fine. I'm not jealous. I know my dog. Like I tell everyone, Shelly's always like, "Oh, I feel bad because, Annie came to me." And I'm like, "Don't feel bad." I said, "I'm meat and potatoes. You're dessert." I said, "You're fun every day, but they will miss me if they left me." So I don't even. Aw, yeah. Why is this being weird? Uh-oh. I just slid my whole chat down. Whee! I don't know where I am. Let's find it. Blue, I didn't see you sneak in, ma'am. Were you lurking? I think you were lurking. Yep, except for jellyfishes. Jellyfishes. I'm technically on Siri also today, but I'm on Siri's account, so you can always, if you're friends, you can always join. I'm on Siri's, what'd you call it? Server. Oh, Lord, my stomach. Not my stomach, my head. Okay, so this has a really cool little piece here that I want to try and get that shape in. I think I can do it with one of these. Reset the furniture rotation. Let's pull it out. It's going to be outside. I'm on its top. We want it on its side. So let's move it on its side. Now what I'm going to do is try and use this for, we'll see, maybe too big. We'll see. I'm going to pull this forward. I'm going to try and use this for this piece here. So this round piece here. Like it's a plate for guarding your internal organs, it looks like. So now I'm going to pull it out here. Boy, I love it when it's dark. Come here. I need more light. Come here. Turn around. I need your light. Oh, Lord. There. And now, close doesn't do anything with this light. It's like you gotta, there's a brightness in here that's perfect. Usually you gotta find the right light, though. There, that light's heading that way. Okay. So there's an optimal brightness you can get. It's really weird. It's not right next to it. It's like in the middle. Now just remember, we all have really, now I know Bluey's also a builder, so she probably has as limited space on her friends list as I do, because it's a very small little friends list, unfortunately. Now I made that way, and I don't like that. This is because we had two times we had two times a little bit ago, and I ground my little heart out on 5 accounts just so I have money for building. Because see, I'm not about the pets. I mean, I get pets for builds and stuff, but I'm really more about the cash and the building. I am having the worst time seeing this. I hate black. Maybe I should duplicate you. Whee! Let's do one more. Whee! Now I can see. Oh, yeah. I actually don't hate that. Let's make this one. Ooh. Make this one a little bigger. There we go. Just so it's more control. I want a perfect body. Let's make this. Let me look at her waist again. Ah, thank you. This is my outfit for my Candyland build. Okay, so see, it's got these ribs that look like pecs, or not pecs, look like a six-pack. I'm looking at this. Those are going to be rough. So basically, what I'm going to have to do here is build, looking at her stuff, is I'm going to have to build, man, she's late. I'm going to have to build the base and then put all the stuff on it is what it looks like. Okay, do I feel like that is starting to be correct? I'm going to say yes. It gives her a flat tummy. Her back goes in here. I'm not quite thrilled with this right here. These, I still feel, should be turned out back a little bit. Yeah. Oops, that's the middle one. Oh, well, yeah, let's cover up a little bit of the, yeah, there. We'll give her a little bit of a support on her coccyx, which is her tailbone. Okay. We need one of these, actually. Oh, no, we'll never get it away from there. Okay, I'll just padded, P-A-D-D-E-D. My, her name's Serenity. Although Daisy's a name. Daisy's my favorite flower, and it's also the name I wanted to name my beagle, but we ended up naming her Mila for Mila Jovovich, who's my favorite girl crush. And and she's the one who's from she plays Lilu in Fifth Element, and she also plays in Resident Evil. She's the main character in Resident Evil. So I was gonna name my dog Mila, and I mean Daisy, and then I named her Mila, and then I called her Lala because that was her temperament. You guys would have loved Lala. It would have been nonstop entertainment for you all the time, and a lot of me going, Lala, stop, don't do that. No, stop, until she was 12 years old, because that dog had Cushing's disease, and it adds stress hormone to your kidneys. And man, all she was hungry all the time and ornery. She and Mimi would have torn the world apart. But she was my baby, and I loved her, and she's my, you always have a dog. Now, I know it sounds, all of you are young, but compared to me, but there is a dog. You will have a dog sometime in your lifetime that you go, man, this is my favorite animal, my favorite thing on earth. I can't stand it. And she was that for me. She was just such a great dog. Oh my gosh, I loved her. She had so many problems, health problems, mental problems, all of those. But man, I loved her. That one killed me when I had to put her to sleep. Okay, we need a ball here just for the, front area. But I will say, most honestly, that I would say that Miriam is a close second. That dog she may drive me wild, but she's got more personality than anybody on earth, as you guys always see. There we go. Now she's got a nice space in the front. Okay. And we got the hips, and now they're going to go down to a tight knee. So think of Dress to Impress when we play. It gets... Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build her in a T-pose, and then we will change her position when we get there. I see. We're getting down to a tight knee. I'm just making sure I'm getting this in the right. She's got... What for her legs? Yeah, doesn't this already look like 50 million times better than the other day? I just don't think I was ready to build it the other day. I like those hips though. I might put another piece here along the side. Oh, I don't think I know who Sam and Colby are. Oh my gosh, excuse me. That was rude. Do you ever do that when you have what you think is going to be a hiccup and it turns into a burp? I hate those. Can I make her thighs a little bit longer, Miriam? They go smaller too, so let's make sure we get this smaller. Mimsy? Yeah, you. Are you supposed to be doing the barkaging? She's hiding behind her mother. She says, I'm going to be shy today. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly I think young people today, I don't want to sound like a Gen Xer or a boomer. But I do think that kids today do spend too much time sitting. Even I love computers. I do this now because I'm disabled and I sit here. But man, if I were young and active and healthy again, you would never find me on a computer now. Just because there's plenty of time to do all that sitting and watching later. But right now you're burning all of your good young years. So I would say that I think kids today should probably get out more. Just because I've been it, I've lived it, and I know later you're going to go, why was I sitting in front of that computer? I wish I could go out and walk and run now. That's what happens for real. Okay, now this knee, out of habit, I made it a ball. And I keep forgetting there is no ball here. It's a casket shape. Oh. Oh, but the caskets have openings, don't they? I have other caskets, though, I think. A coffin. Let's see. Let's leave this small in the back. We're going to small it. Oh, my gosh. Why did I move this? Oh, because I couldn't see. Put it back in the light. I needs the light. That's why we tripled that light. And there's that optimal. See, it's not up close. It's about mid, right there. Now you can see everything and all the joins. I don't know why I did that. I think I like to torture myself. What's hidden behind the song? I can't. There's something hidden behind a song? Oh, that's not even supposed to be on there. Remove. There we go. Just my picture. My character picture. I was like, I don't know. Okay, so we're going to actually push this back a teeny bit because this is going to be the back of her knees, but it's going to be, yay, maybe she's laying in your bed is what's going on. I can't get her to go anywhere but that bed. Today it's going in, oh, here you go. You want a cute Mimi picture. There you go. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Are you the baby? Are you bad? This is from This is from Maxie. Roxy says she loves you, baby. She says, oh, you're Maxie, you're touching my favorite place right behind my ears. I loves it. Oh, there you go. Let's get this back in place. Do I have it wrong? Yes. Always and forever. There we go. Well, now we're going to do this. She's my little special girl. There you go. Oh, is that showing off her mohawk? Oh, almost. Her mohawk needs brushing so bad. So bad. It gets, because I pet it all the time. There you go. You want your hair brushed? We brushes. There we go. Oh, we'll comb out your mohawk. I know you likes it. But see, my hands are greasy. Everyone touches her mohawk because it's so soft and it's fun to play with. You want to smell the brush, the comb now? Is that better for you? Yeah. What's it smell like? I don't know. It smells like my hair. I know, Annie. You want me to brush your hair too. You don't even have hair. It's funny, when you brush Leah's hair, Annie wants her hair brushed, but Annie is a Doxy Chihuahua mix and has no hair. But we have to do everything even. Oh, Mimi, it's Mima's turn. See, you do one dog, and then everybody wants their turn. We do everything evenly in this house, and they know it. If I give one dog a treat, we give one dog a treat, and she is sassing and showing all the other ones what she got. So you have to give everyone the same thing, or there's chaos. Okay, let's do this again. And then we'll take the lights off when we're ready to do the... Oh, here comes chaos in a Jeep. Shelly's here. There'll be much barking now. Why don't I just take this back to here? Can I just put this down here? I think I can, actually. This is what I'm thinking. Let's do a double cap for these. We'll cap this so it doesn't look weird and weird. So what I think I can do now is push this up. I'm kissing you goodbye. I just had a thought. I know what I can do. For those of you who are on Discord, I think in the future, if I want to share my music, I forgot I can put a music box on Discord, and so I can have my music running through Discord. And if anybody wants to hear the music I'm listening to, they can always on Discord to hear it. That's a good idea. Hey, it's a Shelly. Good, but hey, Miss Shelly. That's okay.
I had to pick up my Ozempic.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome. So this is what I think I'm going to do is this, and then we'll put that cross, the coffin shape in the front. And I think that will help. Oh, she's all fine and better now. So Mimi gets into everything. I mean everything. And last night she'd gotten into something. I don't know. It was like she was on crack. She's running through here crazy and paranoid. My dog. She will find anything on the floor. One day she came up to me and spit an aspirin at me. Like, where did you get that? I don't know. She just looks at me like, this doesn't taste very good, Grandma. Blech. I'm like, thanks. That's the problem. Like, Leah's smart enough. She's like, oh, yeah, no, this tastes bad. Mimi's like, ew. But I'm going to chew on it till it's half dissolved, and then I'm going to bring it to Grandma. Because it might get better in the middle. Okay, so why is that leg longer than the other? That's a really good question. This one and this one. Oh, see, that one's already a little shorter than the other one. Okay. That means this one's a little shorter than the other one, which means this one's it just goes down straight. Miriam is making me jump. Mimi! Why? Why are you attacking the keyboard?
Right here.
Go for it, Kelly. Sorry. Sorry, I just got mobbed by Miriam.
Shake it.
Mm.
Shake that nut.
I think for lunch, may I have a. What are you giving me that look for?
I'm waiting to see what you say because I brought stuff to make tuna fish.
Oh, I was going to say a fried egg sandwich
Okay.
with,
We can have tuna tomorrow.
okay, fried egg sandwich on toast. That sounds good.
You want the egg well done?
Yes.
1 or 2 eggs?
2 eggs, and then can you make it a heart attack sandwich and put mayonnaise on it, please? Thank you. I like pickled eggs on my eggs. Mayonnaise is just a lubricant, people. Okay, so that's a bad habit I used to. Okay, so when I was younger, my first husband I met while I was working as a waitress during my bohemian phase. And oh, that's what it is. I think this one is smaller. Oh. You know what? I like that smaller one better though.
Get it, memes.
I was working as a waitress and he used to make these sandwiches all the time. He would take a bun and butter it and put it on the grill and so it's nice and buttery done. And then he'd make the fried egg and then he'd put the mayonnaise on it with a piece of cheese, which I'm not crazy about cheese on an egg sandwich. And they put a piece of cheese on it and with the mayonnaise on there. Oh my gosh, it's so good, but it's so evil. And I do not have them often. But you took that bread out and I was like, wants me an egg sandwich. Okay, so do I feel like now have I made her legs too long on the sides? I need a side view or, yeah, like that view. Okay, let's see. Her leg at the knee is to her top of her leg. It's about the same length.
Yeah.
Here, I'm measuring this with my eye.
Leah.
They're about the same length as their torso. So, yeah. I think I just have her really tall. Okay, we'll get her smaller once we get there. Okay, so now we've got, technically I put in that in there and I don't think that was a good, it's right here is where that the padded cylinder needs to be. Up here, I think we actually need a set of a ball. A ball with a cone into that. Okay, so let's take this down. Annie Grace, you're being a turd.
Don't yell at me.
She yelled at me too. She got yelled at for yelling at me a minute ago before you even came. She's being bossy today.
Annie.
She's being a boss. She likes being a boss. This is, oh, we'll get a cone. Okay.
Annie. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys want to go outside because they want to go outside.
What gave you that clue? Look, it's so bright here that all I could see was my eyes. That's funny. Okay, plain shapes. Okay, so what did I say? Ball into cone, but this cone's going the wrong way. Oh, actually, wait. Let's make this a little bit bigger then. Before I was going to use it as the connector, but now I think I'm going to do this into the other one. Okay. It's really hard this is still really great practice because I want to do Marvel and building skin tight people with musculature is not something I've ever done really well, or I've never been able to draw muscles very well. I like plump, round people. So this is weird. Okay, so this is going to go on here evenly. And then we're going to push that next piece up till it matches, which is to be pretty close. So let's get this. Oh, I'm on medium. That's what's going on. Tonight for dinner, I'll probably have, I have this, I have some spicy noodles ramen, or I have spicy shin chicken gold, which is really good. And I also have some kimchi noodles, as I love kimchi. Either that or I've got some burritos left. I like burritos. Burritos. Okay, I feel like this is just not matching. Let's give it one more nut chop. Okay, so it's still going to have that there. See, this just did not seem right. Make this bigger. How big is, let's look at this. Yeah, see, that's as wide as this is up here. This goes really thinner than that. So, yes. So we're going to make this wider. So if I push this up to here, yes. Okay. Oh man, I don't know what I'm listening to, but I love it. Okay, so let's take this off here for a minute. You need to come down. You need to come down. So in reality, I'm just figuring out how to do armor while I do this. So enjoy. Okay, now this is, the front of this needs to line up with this. Your calves and the stick out in the back. Your shin bone is a long straight bone. It's right at the front. Just like this, then I want to turn more like this. So it's, oh Lord, I'm bright. Okay. Okay, how do I feel about that? Now stick this up into here. Now this goes smaller, right? I don't think I'm getting this shape right yet. I hate that I keep grabbing this floor. That's been happening a lot in this house. I think it's just because it is so, it's a smaller floor. How do I feel about that? I don't think it's still right. Okay, the cone is a poor choice. I'm thinking like I could take this and stick this up in there. And then get it to the right size. Pull it down. How's that looking? Now see, that's too big. I'll think about putting another thing in there. Okay, but let's look. Then it goes into this really, so it's just like it's a football shape is what it is. I need to make a football. Let's make a football. And then stick it in there. I think we can do that. Ooh, look how bright it goes right there. Woo, that's bright. Okay, let's do a football out where I can see until it's nighttime. Okay, footballs are rough. That football shape is boogery. We do have that lovely news gel bottle, but I don't think that'll work for the knee. I want to find a casket shape, I think. Thank you. We didn't play the peanut butter anymore yesterday, so it's fine. Mimi's like, I like the peanut butter. She watched you take it away like, no. when she was upset yesterday with because she got a hold of something, and so I was trying to give her some peanut butter to calm her down, and she didn't want any. She was like, "Woman, can't you tell I'm dying?" She was not dying. No. Are you barking at me for a reason? Get up here then. Come on. You are the mouthiest little girl. Come on. Get up here, Grace. Annie Grace, come on. Up. Finish the ride. Come on. I'm busy doing something. I am not the doorman. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Lay down now and be a good girl. Oh, bugger. Do you see what I put up with? Willingly. I am the most patient of women, I'm telling you. I want to make a football. Oh, can I make a... Nope, that doesn't round enough. Let's see what we... Stop. Stop crawling on me. Oh my gosh, I'm going to throw animals. No, I'm not. Oh, now Mimi's up here chewing on her bone. I was like, what is that? She's just gnawing. Now, I hate doing this with it just does not look good that way. It needs to go evenly. So let's try. I wish we had a rounded cone. Wouldn't that be lovely? What if I took one of these? Now it's back where I can't see, but that's okay. Cancel. Sorry.
You too. Get out.
I lost chewing bone time yesterday, so I'm on a clock here, but I can take a few minutes to see. Well, I don't know. Here, you can have both of them. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you with the bone. There, everybody's a witness. I abuse Shelly. She wants Shelly to hold on to it while she chews on it. Now, for those of you who think I ignore my dog, I do not. When we're offline, Shelly can attest, I do pay attention to my dogs quite a bit. And I do yell at them, but that's, that's just me. Okay, that's not football shaped. That's a weird football. Okay, so that won't work. If I have to do balls, I guess I could do balls, but I don't want to do balls. That just won't work. Fine, whatever.
So can you just sit here and hold this for me for about an hour?
Okay. Does that look like it's in the middle? No. Yes. Yes. Okay, so it is a football shape. Like that, actually. I hate this, though. What if I take that and then I put a cone in it to get rid of that extra space? Problem is, I don't think the cone's the same shape, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get the cone in here. Come here. You're being shy. Black. Actually, I'm going to make it gray right now, just so I can see it, since it's night. Okay, let's put this up here. Remember, you can... I'm going to get it right in the middle, so it should do the right thing. Okay. How are we doing this way? Like that. Okay, now let's shrink this. Which end is I was putting it on the wrong end? I realized, I had a Melanie Martinez song on my playlist all this time, and I had no idea. So apparently, I do like Melanie Martinez. Isn't that funny? You can put it right here on the board. Yep, just
Are you right-handed?
yep, right there. A second.
Barely fits.
It's fine. I'll get it when it cools off in just 1 second. I'm fighting Shelly for the camera. Don't mind me. There you go. Ooh, that smells so good. What am I doing? Oh, I'm making messes. Okay, this needs to be smaller. See, what we're trying to do is get it so it is the join between the two balls. Like around here. Let's see if I can just make, like that looks good on there. Let's see if I can just make this one a scooch bigger. After I get the armor on, I think I'll live with that. Now, it's not going to be right for the other one. It's not going to be right for the top, but that's okay. Oops, I got Cinderella. Okay, here we go. So tonight we will do TikTok again and try and have some fun with them. Oh, come on. Why you let go? I think that's actually right. She's going to need some things that come down over here, but I think after we get that the coffin shape in, I think that's going to be right. Now I think you could take go down one maybe. Let's do it on small. Man, I don't know why, but I stopped taking the medication that helps with my PTSD dreams. And I have dreams about my brother every night that he's somehow, it's always about the ocean and somehow he's always being eaten by a shark.
Jeez.
I know, right? That's why I haven't been feeling as well. Okay, let's take this out. I think that's latent fear about his wife. I don't know.
She's the shark.
Oh, yeah, she's awful. Like, I say that with everything in me because, so my mom, had a mental illness and was very manipulative, lied all the time, told everyone horrible things about me, about everyone. She was just not a great person. She really wasn't. Um, she was also physically abusive to my sister. And she I forgot where I was going with that story.
Something about your brother and the shark.
Oh, shark. Oh, I honestly don't remember the rest of that story, honestly. Something about, was a shark talking about my things. She was abusive to my sister. Trying to explain why I always say semi-negative things about my mom. And I don't mean to do that. My mom has passed. She's done with all of her damage. And all of that. But man, I can't remember what I was gonna say. See, I told you I gotta call my doctor after this, by the way. Because the kidneys are not doing well.
Uh-oh.
Let's just say things are not the right color when I go to the potty room. Huh? It's looks like her. And that's new. So we need to call the doctor and find out why. The only thing that has stopped now is my. Oh, see, these I should have rocked these forward. The only thing that stopped now is the muscle relaxer. So the only thing I think is what's happening is without the muscle relaxer, it's not going through as quickly as it should. And so it just sits there. And then it's, although it is also, I looked up, it's supposed to be a sign of dehydration, but we know that I drink a lot of water. So I don't know how I'm dehydrated. I probably drink about the equivalent of 8 water bottles a day.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be that color.
I drink 2.
Yeah, so I drink about 8 of those. 2 of those fits in one of these, and I fill it about 4 times a day. So, yeah. I drink plenty of water. And you should drink more than 2 of those, girl.
I know, I really tried.
What you could get, it helps. I did, when I was first training myself to go to water, is I got those Mios. And that's what, in fact, I found a whole bunch in my drawer in there. They're about a year old though, but I think they're probably still fine. I was going to use them. But you just squirt it into your water bottle. But that's how I got off of the other stuff. And then I eventually got to where I was like, okay, then what I did to trick myself is I started using only one flavor of Mio and one that I wasn't crazy about. And so I eventually was like, man, for me it's always fake watermelon flavor. I hate fake watermelon flavor. There we go. That looks better from behind, right? Oh wait, no, it does.
You're gonna fall off.
Does it?
What's this?
I just don't feel like I'm getting this for some reason.
Well, what is
Armor's weird. Maybe I just need to go on and then come back to this. But man, I can't remember my mom's story. Oh, we're talking about my brother's wife. Oh yeah, my mom was a liar. There we go. So anyway, the reason why I don't like my mom, sorry, ADHD stinks some days. But so my brother's wife thought she believed everything my mother said, even though my brother was like, you really shouldn't believe my mom. And she would turn around and she'd say something. And I'd be like, no, I can't do that because my mom would be like this. And she'd turn around and she'd tell my mother everything I said. Every word I said. She would turn around and tell my mom, and it made things just worse. And then later, when she realized that, yes, my mom turned on her, and she's like, oh my gosh, your mom is crazy. I'm like, you think? But she never did apologize for that. She was just like, oh gosh, your mom is crazy. I'm like, yeah. And she never said anything about, I'm sorry that I did that. Nothing. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yet she couldn't maintain a nursing job. I mean, that's high intensity.
Yeah. My mom was a nurse, and my sister and I still wonder sometimes if she wasn't like one of those black widows for real. Not gonna lie. I think I just figured it out while I was talking. See, I have to get my brain, if I get quiet, my brain gets weird, and then I don't get it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, she ended up being a high risk nurse that is in the obstetrics, the high risk babies. And then the thing that eventually took her life made it so she couldn't do that either.
She probably shouldn't have worked with kids.
No, she should not have worked with kids. Good idea. I've told Shelly some of the things my mom used to do. That's why she's like, no kid. But like I said, and I'm only telling you this because that way, if you're hearing this, I want you to understand Things always get better. Don't think that things are going to stay the way that they are. I grew up in a really horrible household, but once I turned 17, it should have been 18, but my mom and I got in a big fight. She threw me out, which was like, fine. Only been wanting this for 14 years. Um, it does get better. I don't want you to think that your life is your life. Right now, your life is one thing, but in 10 minutes, it's going to be completely different. So just keep on keeping on, and those traumas and everything will eventually wear away. Is there a regular coffin in here? Oh, there is a coffin fridge. Wow. I'd say that's a nice shape for a kneecap, wouldn't you? I think so.
Don't you dare bite my thumb.
Did she bite you?
She went to.
Miriam. She's like, what? Okay, there we go. Coffins for the knees. But my story isn't meant to, you don't have to stay with your parents. If there's a problem, if they're doing, if you've got problems, if things are not right at home, there are people who will help. Just make sure you tell someone like a teacher, or if you're an adult, you can get out. You just have to want to. You have to take that brave step on both sides, as a children and adult. You have to take that brave step. The brave step is telling someone. You've got to tell someone, because things won't change. That person's not going to change, be it your mother or a relationship or whatever. They will not change. People are really incapable of true change like that. Once you've set your personality, it's set. You can't change him. You can't change her. You can't change it. So just get out. That's all I can say. Get out. But I think I'm a good example of, you know what, eventually it gets better. I used to think that when I was younger, I used to think that I'd been like Hitler in a past life and this life was a penance, honestly. I said that so many times that what am I being? I'm paying for something that I don't know what I'm paying for. Now, I chose the front even though it's got those handles on purpose because it's got more design and shape on it. And even though it's got little handles on it, it's okay because it gives that knee, see that break right there? That's not so bad. Let's get rid of one of these. We might have to put it back for nighttime, but um, my nose is so stuffed today. Can you hear it? I'm like, "Nyah." See, I get sick towards fall. It's mold that gets me. Mold and just this
For
fall
me, it's
stuff.
just because that's when all the sicknesses come out.
Oh, yeah, no, I just get allergies in the fall.
Maybe we should work on getting you a.
What?
Maybe we should work on getting you like a on call
Oh, maybe.
for the fall. I mean, of course, I hope not, but it's all my life.
Yeah. You need to take echinacea.
I've taken everything that there is under the sun.
Have you taken echinacea?
Yeah.
Right? You don't take it every day. You only take it. Echinacea only works 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off. So I did that in college when I couldn't miss time. I had a friend. That's funny. I just dreamed about that friend last night.
And now we're talking about.
That's really weird. I dreamt about her and she came up and she gave me a big hug. And I said, I haven't seen you in forever. And I gave her a great big hug. I don't remember the rest of the dream, but I remember that. That's weird. But anyway, she's the one who taught me you do two weeks on and 2 weeks off. So you take echinacea because your body builds up a tolerance otherwise, and it just keeps building your immune system. I think I had a another, not a doctor, but a homeopathic. Not big into homeopathic doctors, but I went to one once to make someone happy. But they said the same thing. Now, I don't not believe in homeopathic medicine because I know for a fact that St. John's wort works. In fact, a lot of Europeans, they don't even use like our antidepressants. See that hole there? I need to fix that. They don't even use our antidepressants. They often use just St. John's wort. It works for mild to moderate depression, and you take it just like any other antidepressant. It works really well.
What is that anyway?
What?
St. John's.
St. John's wort is a plant. It's a plant and it looks a little bit like a purple dandelion. And it's just they just found through the years that this plant does raise your spirits. Now, if you have a huge generalized anxiety kind of stuff, it's probably not going to work for you. And you do not want to take it if you're already taking other antidepressants. And I am not a doctor, so talk to your doctor first. But that's what I always did. After, because I always do a lot of reading and studying and that kind of stuff. That looks better. Okay, we're getting there. As I see, if I talk about random stuff, things starts working. Isn't that weird? So weird. Maybe I should just tell you stories like stories I remember, like Alice in Wonderland. Because what it does is, if I'm talking and I'm thinking and I'm building at the same time, then it's getting my brain out of it and it's letting my hand do the job. And as we all know, the hand knows what it's doing. Okay, now I feel like I feel like her hips, I have not gotten this good hip action going. She's too thin if I'm looking. Yeah, see, this needs to come down like that. We're missing her hips still, but I'm okay with it. We'll get them in there. And now these boots. Look at these. Oh, these are saucy boots. Look at those. I don't know. Are we going to do the treads too? I don't know. She's got super thin ankles. Really thin ankles. Okay, let's do...
No, yours is right here.
Okay. So remember tonight, what I'm going to do is when we get first plan on TikTok tonight, is I'm going to join and talk to them for a minute and tell them what we're going to do. Then we're going to, that's okay, she'll find. Then we're going to award, we'll go and look at the aliens that people built on Friday. I think we only have 2, but that's okay. And then we'll give those awards away. And maybe since we only have 2, maybe I'll give the 3rd item away to one of the TikTok people. At the end, that'd be kind of fun. At the same time, I give away a character or something like that. And then I think that should make them happy. Is this poking out somewhere? No, I don't think so. Okay, this does not feel like it. See how it feels like it's not straight? There we go. That's better. Now her ankles go way smaller than this. Her ankles, like her waist, are impossible. But here we are. Okay. You know, that was an interesting question. Someone asked me yesterday, how do I start figures? Do I start with their heads or their faces? I always do start with their chests. Start with their torso. And I feel like if I know which way the torso's going, if I get the torso right, then it's going to be easy to figure out where everything else is. Because it's kind of like building a puzzle. You find the corner pieces and then the edge pieces and then everything else. And that's what this is like. I find pieces that I know and how they work, like a chest. I know how a torso works. And then you can just work your way around that and figure it out from there. So now remember, we're putting her in a kind of a T pose just so we can get her built, and because she's going to have a lot of weird little armor pieces on the outside and stuff. Now, Miss Leah, are we supposed to bark and spit on me? No. Remember, you spit when you bark. It's gross. And she always sits up on my shoulder and then spits in my face. I need an umbrella. Okay, so let's see. This shape here. Let's grab her little buttock here. Well, let's see if we can get that out here with two. Maybe a little bigger. If this doesn't work, I can think of something else. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. It's too round. I'd have to get too big. So let's grab this piece. And I keep trying not to use the expensive pieces. What I'll do is I'll clone these into a tiny home for him, and then I'll clone it into a tiny home, and then give it to him so he doesn't have to pay for these pieces. He is, after all, he's giving me a frost dragon for this, so I think that's fair enough. I'm trying to remember if Siri even has a frost dragon. I'm pretty sure she does. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know. Okay, so see, we've got the Barbie doll shape now. Let's go back here. I want straight on, woman. There we go. In fact, let's get her legs apart like they are on there just so we can see exactly. Okay, Leah Rose, standing on the keyboard makes me angry. Yes, this is why we can't have nice things. There you go. Let's just move this out a little bit more. Whee! Look, she's doing leg lifts. Oh, sorry. I'm sometimes a child, as we all know. Oh, so remember, when you're bending a leg like that, you bend it out, but then you move it over. You can't just bend it. It looks weird. There we go. Now she's in a strong stance, just like that. Okay, so let's see how that shape compares. I don't hate it, actually. Oops. I hate that I pushed that, but there we go. Why are you always here? You go back over here. Sorry, my desktop icons move around. It could be because I have dogs jumping on my keyboard constantly. That could be it. What are we doing? Did Annie... Oh, are you chewing on your foot? Don't chew on your foot. Mimi's awake. What's Mimi got in her mouth? Okay, it's gone now. Hate to say this, but after streaming today, I have to trim someone's nails. And she's not black. Yeah. Don't tell her. It's taken me forever to get her nails to where I can trim her nails, but man, I don't like to do it because it upsets her so much. I'm always a little afraid she's gonna have a heart attack. She's an old woman. So I let them grow longer than they should, and then we just do them all at once. She's got just... Miriam, are you rolling the... She says, Shelly's busy, it's your turn. She's rolling her bone down my chest while I'm trying to build. See, I feel like at this point now, Miriam is my handicap, like like, you know, bowlers and golfers have handicaps. Miriam's my handicap. Do bowlers have handicaps?
I thought you meant handicap.
Oh, no, not the word. See, handicap's a bad word unless you say, like, in golfing terms. And that she is my golfing handicap. That's what they call it. They should change that, actually. That's actually, now that you think about it, that's not a great term for that, because what it means is the same thing. It's like when a golfer's too good and you're playing against someone who's ranked far lower than you, then you have a handicap. But they'll have to have two extra, they add two swings or take whatever. I don't know how it works because I was never that good of a golfer. Um, but I guess it makes sense. Just like whenever I went golfing with my grandpa, they have ladies tee off spots. They're about 5 to 10 feet ahead of the men because we can't hit as hard as a guy does. And all of the golf courses are made for men. So they have these spots for the ladies where we can go and tee up ahead of them. So, and I'm okay with it. I'll take it. I feel no shame at being a woman. We may not be as strong, but men cannot bring children into the world. We win every time. Don't make us mad. Okay.
Do you mind?
These red lights on her. She's really cool. This is going to be really neat. I'm very excited for this in all actuality. Looking at this, look at all this stuff. Like, I'm thinking, can I get this line in here? Can I get the scuff? I'm like, she looks all scuffed up, and look at her fingers have been used so much the paint have come off. They did such a good job. Which one of these are you playing with? Did you just bring me both?
No, the bone was there.
Oh, you want this? You want it, Mimi? You want it? Here, I'm going to throw this to California to Maxie. You go get it. Bye. She'll be there in about an hour. Oh, nope, she won't. She got lost. Maybe I threw it behind the couch, sweetheart. Nope, it's not in the chair. She's got to check all the parts, the places that I usually throw it. Keep going. Keep going. It's like it's like Strays. I'm mentioning an R-rated movie. I apologize. But Strays, if you've not seen it and you're an adult, get to the streaming service and watch it.
Is Maxie on there?
Yeah.
Tell Maxie she has to watch Strays.
Oh, Shelly says you have to watch Strays if you haven't seen it, Maxie. Shelly says that specifically to you. If you're like me and you're afraid to watch things with dogs in them, like A Dog's Purpose,
No.
In fact, I'm so about dogs that I have like Chad. He will, and some of my friends will text me and say, this movie that's coming out, don't go see it. They know how I feel about dogs and what it can do to me.
I mean, Strays is a little bit sad. But
there's some sad spaces, but I was able to watch it, and there was redemption in the end, yes. So it made it really good. But like I Legend, watched it once. Oh no, Legend. I mixed that with I Robot. That was funny.
Then you don't really want to know what's happening in the news right now.
I don't? Okay, I'll stay away from the news. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. I can't watch movies like that. Legend, couldn't watch Legend. I mean, I watched it once and then I was like, who didn't tell me that? No. I seriously wanted to watch Is it Hitch? Is that the one with Tom Hanks where he has a dog and he's teaching the robot to take care of the dog?
Not Hitch.
It's Hutch. Whatever the one that Marley and Me. Oh, Marley and Me broke me. That's Marley and Me is the movie that Hooch. There you go. Nope, not Hooch. Hooch is the one from way back. This is a newer one where he's it really was not that popular, but it's good. I still haven't been able to watch the last 5 minutes. I made myself watch that movie. Tom Hanks movie with dogs. Not Turner and Hooch, but Finch. See, I knew it had an inch in it. Okay, it's 2021. Finch is an incredibly good movie. If you haven't seen it, very, very good. Post-apocalyptic, all of that. I watched it knowing darn well, because it had a robot and a dog in it. I'm like, this one's going to break me, but it's Tom Hanks. I have to do it. So I watched it, and I am so glad I watched it, but I cannot watch the last 5 minutes of it. I just cannot watch those last 5 minutes. The rest of the movie, I made it through. I knew everything, everything's coming because the whole movie's about him preparing for it. So it's still those last 5 minutes, I just can't do it. Because if I do it, it will break me and I can feel it. So, yeah, I can't. Dog movies and I are so. I can't watch, like, I watch TikTok and I like bird rescuing films about people who rescue birds. I like when they rescue animals and stuff. I love those things. Cannot watch dogs being rescued. I don't know why. Even though I know they're getting rescued and stuff, it makes me angry and upset that they were in that position in the first place. And it breaks me. So I have to be real careful about TikTok because, man, they like to show me those videos. And I don't like seeing it. So what we're going to do here is smooth out the back of her leg a little bit. And I'm going to see if I can do that with cones again. But yeah, Marley and me, and Chad, when A Dog's Purpose came out, Chad immediately was like, no, you don't watch that movie. I'm like, okay. Because my stupid butt always sees a dog and goes, oh, it's a dog movie. What it is tear, what do they call it? Emotional PORN, I think is what people call it. What?
We had to leave the theater. We went to see A Dog's Purpose.
Oh, and you had to leave the
I
theater?
Didn't know it was going to be sad, and we took Mason. And so, we had to leave the theater.
Yeah, I knew that one, because if you read the synopsis on it, it says it's about a dog basically being reincarnated.
I didn't think it was going to be.
What?
I didn't think it was going to be brutally sad, but it was.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah. I don't know. I just love dogs so much. Yeah, tearjerker. There we go. But yeah, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm gonna leave that for now, and we'll see what happens after I get the armor put on. I keep trying to remind myself that I still have lots of little pieces to put on there. Okay.
Tell Maxie not to watch that movie in front of her kids, though.
Which one?
Strays.
Oh yeah, don't watch Strays with the kids. Oh, did you watch Hatchy? Hatchi? Mm-hmm. She says no, she hasn't seen it. But yes, Strays is not for kids. It's for adult kids who like to laugh at dirty jokes. That's what it's for. Can I tell her what his purpose is through the whole movie?
No, don't spoil it for her.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to remember. Does he say that he's going to do it at the beginning of the movie?
No.
Okay, then no. Yeah. It's got Will Fort in it. I never know how to say. Is it Fort or Forte?
Are you talking about Will Ferrell?
No, not Will Ferrell. The guy who was in Last Man on Earth, which, by the way, you said you haven't seen, have you? Oh, we're going to be watching The Last Man on Earth after this. Watch Last Man on Earth is so good.
Why are you putting my finger in your mouth?
She says, I want to bite you. That's why. Miriam, are you coming up to tell everyone you love them? Should we do a stretch? We haven't done a stretch. Should we come stretch? She says, no, I'm going to stretch with Shelly. She's like, you're here all the time. I don't care about you.
What have you been into?
Hard telling.
You have a dust bunny on your whisker, so what have you been into?
I don't know if you heard what she said, but she just asked Miriam what she's been into because she's got a dust bunny on her whiskers. Okay.
Here, let me wipe your mouth. Now, let's talk.
Oh, it's another dog movie. Hatchy is, and it will break you. It's so sad.
Oh no, I can't watch sad.
Yeah, she can't do sad either. Excuse me, Leah's decided that I'm going to open up all this weird stuff on. Why, Leah? Why? There we go. She says, I have short legs and stepping over the keyboard is a big step. Okay, we got this. Now, let's, Leah. Andrea, we're just going to do this, and then you put the things on. Baby. You know what? I
Get
think
the
I can.
baby.
I'm gonna go over and steal the. I'm gonna go over and steal his shoes. I did such a good job on those
Get
shoes.
the baby.
Well, not that one.
Get the baby.
Yeah, there we go. What's wrong with this one?
Oh, I know, Leah.
No, it's not wrong. It's just the lights on it.
Okay, the tongue. The tongue.
That's why Leah's not fun to pick up, because
Yeah.
Leah's tongue goes 10,000 miles an hour. She thinks
Up
it's
my
her
nose
job
and in my
to
mouth.
tongue you. Yeah.
Ah.
You will always get a French kiss from Leah. If you want one or not.
I'll get her all hyper for you, Mimi.
Okay.
Get her. Mimi. Get
But
her.
yeah, I'm kind of excited for TikTok now that I figured out. Now that's a
Here.
huge foot. We're not making that
Get the
big.
baby.
Now that we figured out what we're gonna
Get
do
the baby,
on
Leah.
TikTok, I think this will go better. Because they're there, they just want pets and stuff. And I know that most people would probably give up on it and go, okay, whatever. But I am determined to teach children how to build. So, and adults, but children also. So I think what I'm gonna do is just that. If we do just a small 2-day figure or a 1-day figure and then give it away at the end, I have a feeling kids will be very invested. We're going to teach them through osmosis.
Get the baby. Get the baby.
And it does work because like I've said, I play Dead by Daylight, which is a game that kids shouldn't be playing. But in it, I've been watching Twitch streamers play all the time, and I've noticed my playing in Dead by Daylight, my looping the killer and stuff like that is getting so much better. And I think it's because I just watch people doing it, and it feels, when I get out of time, I can tell now. It's really kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm right here. We need to get these shoulders in, but I'm going to put in a ball right now, but we're going to put these wing shoulders on as soon as I figure out what they're made out of. What would that shape be? Like, that could be the back of the bean bag, but I don't want the bean bag because it's got an E in it. I could put two. Oh, no, it ends there. Oh, Richard Gere. It's based on a Japanese true story. Oh, I know, Hatchie. Now I know what story that's about. That's the one where the guy died and the dog went to the train station every day, because every day he'd go and pick up his owner from the train. And then after his owner dies, until that dog died, he'd go to the train every day and wait for him.
No.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Is that one? And if it's that one, that is a very sad story.
Too much.
Such a good thing. Yes, the train station. Oh, yeah, they have in fact they have a statue dedicated to him over there because he was there all the time. They after he died, they put the dog statue at the train station so he could wait for his owner.
Aww.
Yeah, Balto also breaks me. And it's a cartoon. What about dogs are so special? I can watch movies like that about cats. It's like, oh, the cat died, and that makes me feel so sad. And I love cats. I've had them. But dogs are just so integral to who I am that I can't think of anything horrible happening to them. It makes me angry.
No, I just gave you those.
Yeah. Maxie says, Shelly, don't do it. It'll break you.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, just thinking about it makes me tear up.
I know, because I'll cry watching that show where they build houses for people.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, well, I'll cry at those things too, like where they build houses for people, where people get neat things and stuff. I love that. I
mean, I'm menopausal.
Oh, I love this shit.
I can't be.
We are all menopausal in here. Yes, the menopausal women, we can't handle this stuff. It's like being pregnant, but 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. That's what you get to look forward to, Maxie. Menopause is not fun. It literally is like being pregnant, but 24/7. Your emotions are just
It's
roller
worse than
coasters. It's worse because it's, yeah, because it comes and goes, which is the worst part. So the people around you don't know whether or not you're going to cry or blow up on them. It could be both.
just my advice to Maxie is just don't act on your uh, thoughts.
Do or don't. Yeah. She said, just don't act on your thoughts when you're apostle. It's a little bit like a man's midlife crisis, but with hormones. Very bad hormones. And it also makes you want to eat a lot of ice cream. At least for me. Yeah, it's not. It's like being a teenager again. Remember when we were teenagers? Women's hormones are nothing to shake a stick at. That's why I have a friend who transitioned. And before she transitioned, I'm like, do you realize what you're about to do? You're inviting chaos. You're injecting yourself with estrogen. That's insane. I'm trying to get rid of mine. So enjoy the ride, is what I told her. And it is. It's ups and it's downs and it's all around. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I think we're gonna be able to put things like this on here. Let's make the some of the joints dark black, maybe. Oh, that one's got like her, it's got like it's like carbon fiber. Oh, it's all carbon fiber in there. Man, I wish this were dressed in press. Yeah, see, all of her joints are carbon fiberish kind of stuff. Okay, she's got this little, looks like a speaker. Let's just make that a different. Actually, wait. Oh, we can do that. Let's just use our little coffin here. I know it's not exactly the same shape, but it carries through the thing, so. And this one, though, has to go silver, right? Yes, it goes a brighter silver. It's been worn a lot, or it gets. Let's do reset furniture rotation. We're going to make this a silver. We're gonna make it. So let's do it about right there. Pretty mouth shut, I built the castle. Make me their queen. Not a jerk, you're so mean. Okay, so what I'm thinking is Halsey is who this person is. I like this song. No shot for the castle. Okay, so what I'm using is the top part of that. Let's tip it forward a little bit so we can hide it into cleavage. There we go. There, like that. And that's about what's there. Yes, now we've got to do this just like this other thing. We're going to make this different though this time. Now, when I needed a curve like this in Alice, I just took but it goes to a thing close. I think we can still do that. What if I use, nope, we have to use the arch if we're going to do that. I was thinking about using the decorative arch, but if you use that, it's too hard to fit together. You have to use these because they line up to each other. So, wait, let me look at it. It's got this gold and it's glowing red from the other thing. So this is gold and that's black. That's what we're going to attempt to do. And I see the time, so when I get my sandwich, we will go. And then remember, tonight we're going to come back and do a little tick-a-tackus. Oh, I said black. Girl. There we go. Time to get down because I'm moving up. Check out the crabs in the bucket. Okay, so see, it did it. I hate that bug so much. It's my worst bug. No, it's not. All the bugs are the worst bugs. Truth. Okay, so I know it should be more of a curve. She's getting more of a popped collar because that shape, if we want it to go up, there's no way we're gonna be able to do that shape. So what we're gonna do though is a little bit different. Let's see. I want that line on there because that's cool. Because I'm moving up. Okay, so we're gonna clone this one again. Clone. Check out the crabs in the bucket. I felt it slide, but I think it's okay. How tall is hers thing? Not super tall. So this one should go gold. Let's color this one. Oh, my nose. I'm so sorry for that snorkel, but I couldn't breathe. Okay. Yes. Now we'll take this and we're going to push it up one. On small, actually. Just make those so you see the goober I'm getting rid of. Ah, I didn't mean that. See, I got rid of that garbled stuff right there. Now what I'm thinking, part of me thinks, let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm going to actually change these to gold because I want that front line. I'm desperate to get that front line. I think I can do it. I believe in me. There you go. Make this one also gold. Okay, now let's take this and we're going to clone this. We're going to shrink it down so we know that it's a big enough space. We're going to make it the gray and we're going to hope for the best. Okay, so now we're going to pull this out till it comes out here. And we're going to push it back. Oops, see, it's not big enough. Okay, so I'm thinking I got to get in here and see it just turned dark, which is boogery. I want this as close to glitching as possible. So let's slide this in here. No glitch, no glitch. Okay, so now let's take this on the back, do the same thing. We want this to fit as tight as possible without... Where's the middle? Like right there. Okay. And now we're going to clone that.
Amber, you say toasted?
What?
You say toasted?
No, it doesn't. Actually, yes. If that's okay. And then we're going to put one more in the middle here and pull it out just to get rid of that little tick right there. So that works. Now we just duplicate all of those and pull them up. Now we're going to pull them up. Pull this one up. See, on figures, you can't be worried about how many pieces you're using. And if you're making a house with figures, you need to do your figures first because they're going to eat a ton of your item limit. Notice that I've got things saved and all that, and my figures in Aladdin, I didn't follow that as well as I should have because I feel like I've ended up having to borrow from the palace, which makes me a little boogery, but what we do. Okay, clone. Let me pull this one down. Oh, I have it done. Oh, okay, good. And now we're going to just pull this one. We just want to cover this back here. And I have it at a different line than the other side. Yay me. But I would, if back to the movies, I would suggest I was able to watch Finch, and it's a very good movie. Just be aware that you may not be able to finish the last 5 minutes. But you know what happens anyway. Trust me, you know. So you can stop it knowing that it ends up the way it was supposed to the entire time. And you won't miss anything. But yeah, I would suggest that movie because if you like post-apocalyptic stuff that isn't all about factions warring, all that stuff, it's good. That's why I absolutely loved. I can't grab that, so I'm just gonna clone this. If he wants to fish an extra piece out of there, he can do it. Okay, so now she's got a collar. Woohoo! Look at that collar. Boy, I wish I had a straight side view because I'm pretty sure that's probably what. Yeah, see? Yeah. Why? Oh, you know what? I don't think I gave her. Oh, no, she needs this to go up here. Okay, let's put the. Anyone. Okay, that's better. And then we need one. We need those for her. We also need to clone these and put these in her shoulders. They work. Okay, so her shoulders come out like this. And we'll build onto them or replace them, but I need them there so I can tell what we're doing. See, that starts to look really good. Okay. And now, ooh, I smell toast. Yummy. She's got those clippy shoulder things that are lights. That's a little rough. I mean, I can do these, but we need something that doesn't have a lot of light to it. We'll have to think about that one. I'm gonna think on that one for a little bit. But otherwise, ignore the feet. We'll get them. We still have to build all the armor onto this body. We're just now getting to the armor part. We got the body part. Now we need the armor. Let's give her a neck, though. She has a very long neck. I feel like, honestly, I think my good old lucky cylinders will do the trick. Okay, we're going to make this her skin color. What color is her skin color? Ooh, she's porcelain. Oh, she's got gorgeous skin color. I like porcelain. More pinky than that, please. A little bit more pinky, a little bit more lighty. Okay, here's my sandwich.
It's hot.
And it's hot. That means it's time to go. So I will work on this afternoon while I introduce her to Last Man on Earth because funny. And I will be back this evening at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So 2 hours from now, same bat time, same bat channel. We'll be doing both Twitch, of course, and TikTok, but I will be focusing a lot of my attention on on TikTok. So sorry about that, guys. You guys are welcome. Twitch is welcome to participate in those, but I would ask that if you want to participate in the giveaway, please come to TikTok for it. So we're not giving Twitch people things on TikTok because they will not think that's fair. But if we do the name generator and everything on there, they'll be fine. But we just need to award it to TikTok people. So, okay, on that note, guys, gals, everyone in between, Siri here, and I'm going to eat some eggs.